Hi friends, this is 14th part of Key to Success in Agriculture MCQ series book and second part of soil science, soil chemistry, soil fertility and nutrient management. The toxic ingredient present in urea is biuret. Potassic fertilizer are applied for improvement of quality and strength of fiber crop. DTPA reagent used for determination of micronutrient cation from the soil. Groundnut cake has highest nitrification. Simazine is an example of most persistent herbicide. Ammonical fertilizer is used for paddy crop. Pseudomonas is one of the phosphate solubilizer species of microorganism. RSC residual sodium carbonate is equal to CO3 plus HCO3 minus Ca plus Mg. White alkali is also known as saline soil. Silicon is a beneficial element for plant. 1 milliequivalent gypsum per 100 gram is equal to 86 milligram per 100 gram of gypsum. Diammonium phosphate DAP fertilizer contained 18% nitrogen. As per World Health Organization, the safe limit of nitrogen content in groundwater is 10. Boron tolerance limit for sensitive crop is 0.3 to 1 ppm. Chloride hazard for irrigation water given by Schofield. Carryover fertilizer effect are more pronounced in the case of CAN. Clay having negative charge, so they attract and absorb primary cation. 0.5% solution of iron sulfate used for foliar spray. Conversion of K to K2O is 1.2. DDT has 3.0 half life year in cultivated soil. Deficiency of potassium nutrient show marginal burning of leaves, irregular fruit development of plant. Deficiency of copper appears short internode plant. Eaton suggests that the concept of residual sodium carbonate in 1950. Essentially criteria of nutrient are given by Arnold. Exchangeable sodium percentage less than 15 is safe for tolerable soil physical condition. Flame photometer is used for determination of available potassium. For multi-element analysis, the plant material should be digested nitric acid alone. Generally 50 to 75% of GR has been found most satisfactory in many types of soil. NHCO3 extractant is used to determine available phosphorus from the soil. Generally, Azotobacter fix 20 kg atmospheric nitrogen per hectare to the soil. Mahua cake contains saponin alkaloid. High nitrate content in drinking water cause methemoglobinemia disease in infant. Immobile element in plant is Ca and boron. In DRIS, nutrient content expressed in ration of nutrient. DRIS means diagnosis and recommendation interacted system. In Gujarat, salt affected soil observed in Bhal region is due to marine deposition of receding of sea. Irrigation water having SAR value 10 to 18 is considerable as medium sodium water. Kaolinite and elite type of clay mineral are dominant in normal soil. Khaira disease of rice caused by Zn zinc deficiency. Zedal method is used to determine total nitrogen of the soil. Leaching requirement can be determined by Schoonover's method. Lime-induced chlorosis mostly observed in calcareous soil. Growth stimulant of aquatic organism through nutrient enrichment of lake and pond is known as eutrophication. 1 ton of gypsum is equivalent to 0.186 ton of sulfur. Only less than 0.2% of mineral nutrient are dissolved in soil water. Plant samples are oven dry at 65 plus minus 5 degrees Celsius. Rock phosphate is applied in acid type soil. Salt moved to inland through transportation by wind is called cyclic salt. Soil pH more than 8.5 indicates soil is alkaline. Soil having EC more than 4 ds per meter rate as saline soil. Sulfate of potash contains 48 to 52% K2O. Molybdenum is the example of non-metal nutrient. Active acidity of soil is measured by pH. Activity of fungi are more in acidic soil. The application of fertilizer in nitrogen water is either open air or closed system is known as fertigation. Application of rock phosphate or its product to soil always imply the addition of significant amount of cadmium into the soil. The application of urea over year create acidity in soil. The author soil fertility theory and practices is Kanwar. The chelated from the zinc is zinc EDTA. Chemical formula of gypsum is CaSO4 2H2O. Magnesium element is the part of chlorophyll. The excellent grading of irrigation water is proposed by Schofield when chloride content in irrigation water ranges from 0 to 4 milligram per liter. The irrigation water having class C1S1 can be used for most soil and most crop. The nitrogen content in FIM generally ranges for 0.5 to 1%. The nitrogen content in urea is 4 to 6%. The pH is defined as negative logarithm of hydrogen ion activity. The primary factor associated with epichlorosis under calcareous soil due to bicarbonate ion in reducing Fe uptake and translocation to the leaves. The process of accumulation of soluble salt in the soil is known as salinization. The residual effect of urea on reaction is acidic. The saline alkali soil is known as USAR. The sodium absorption ratio developed by USSL United States Salinity Laboratory staff. The source of nitrogen fertilizer recommended for tobacco is ammonium sulfate. The permitted level of DDT in soil is 0.02 mg per gram. To categorize the soil into high available P2O5 value should be more than 56 kg per hectare. Sulfur content in ammonium sulfate is 24%. Zinc content in zinc sulfur is 21%. The soil acts as chemical filter by absorbing and precipitation. The average nitrogen concentration in plant tissue is 0.5%. Whiptail disease of cauliflower caused by molybdenum deficiency. Kg per hectare is equal to ppm into 2.24. Movement of nutrient ion and salt along with moving water is termed as malflow. Immobile માં Ca and boron, energy exchange માં hydrogen and oxygen. Cation nutrient potassium, calcium, Mg, Fe, Mn, Cu and Zn. Anion nutrient phosphorus, boron, molybdenum, chloride and SO4. Both anion and cation form nitrogen. Non-metal element boron. Essential nutrient 17, beneficial nutrient 4, vanadium, silicon, cobalt and sodium. Deficiency indicator plant. Nitrogen cauliflower and cabbage, phosphorus mustard, potassium potato, calcium cauliflower and cabbage, sodium sugar beet and turnip, boron sunflower, ferrous sorghum mate. Ferrous oxide contain 19% iron. Manganese sulfate contain 26% manganese. Zinc sulfate contain 36% zinc. Borax contain 11% boron. Copper sulfate contain 22.5% copper. Ammonium molybdenum contain 54% molybdenum. Gypsum contain 29% calcium and 18% sulfur. Zinc oxide contain 78% zinc. FIM માં NPK 0.5, 0.2, 0.5. ટાઉન કમ્પોસ્ટ 1.5 0.4 1.4, વર્મી કમ્પોસ્ટ 3 1 1.5, નાઇટ સોઇલ 5 4 2, ગ્રાઉન્ડનટ કેક 7 1.5 1.5, સનફ્લાવર કેક 8 2 2. નાઇટ્રોજનના 4 ફોર્મ. ફર્સ્ટ નાઇટ્રેટ. સોડિયમ નાઇટ્રેટમાં 16% નાઇટ્રોજન, કેલ્શિયમ નાઇટ્રેટમાં 15% નાઇટ્રોજન, પોટેશિયમ નાઇટ્રેટમાં 13% નાઇટ્રોજન અને 44% પોટેશિયમ. અમોનિકલ ફોર્મમાં અમોનિયમ સલ્ફેટ 20% નાઇટ્રોજન, અમોનિયમ ક્લોરાઇડ 25% નાઇટ્રોજન. અમોનિયમ સલ્ફેટમાં 20% નાઇટ્રોજન અને 24.5% સલ્ફર. બોથ નાઇટ્રેટ અને અમોનિકલમાં અમોનિયમ નાઇટ્રેટ 33% નાઇટ્રોજન, કેલ્શિયમ અમોનિયમ નાઇટ્રેટમાં 26% નાઇટ્રોજન. અમાઇડ ઓર્ગેનિકમાં આવશે યુરિયામાં 46% નાઇટ્રોજન, ઇનઓર્ગેનિકમાં આવશે કેલ્શિયમ સાયનેમાઇડ 21% નાઇટ્રોજન. ફોસ્ફરસમાં એસએસપીમાં 16% P2O5, 19% કેલ્શિયમ, 12% સલ્ફર. ડબલ સુપર ફોસ્ફેટ 32% P2O5, ટ્રિપલ સુપર ફોસ્ફેટ 46% P2O5, ડીએપીમાં 18% નાઇટ્રોજન 46% P2O5, એમએપીમાં 11% નાઇટ્રોજન 48% P2O5. આ થઈ ગયા વોટર સોલ્યુબલ. સાઇટ્રેટ સોલ્યુબલમાં ડાય કેલ્શિયમ ફોસ્ફેટ 33 થી 40% P2O5, બેસિક સ્લેગમાં 14 થી 18% P2O5. સાઇટ્રેટ ને વોટર ઇનસોલ્યુબલમાં રોક ફોસ્ફેટ 20 થી 40% P2O5, રોક બોન મિલ 20 થી 25% P2O5, સ્ટીમ બોન મિલ 20 થી 30% P2O5. KCl પોટેશિયમમાં KCl મ્યુરેટ ઓફ પોટેશમાં 60% K2O, K2SO4. પોટેશિયમ સલ્ફેટમાં 48% K2O અને 17% સલ્ફેટ. KNO3 પોટેશિયમ નાઇટ્રાઇટ 44% K2O અને 13% નાઇટ્રોજન. થેન્ક યુ.